Alright, look. The stock market going sky high again. Another record today. All you hear is bull run, bull run. Wall Street popping bottles like it's a new year. But what if I told you that it's all a puppet show, like I've been saying? Yeah, they pulling the strings, making you look over here so you don't see what's really going on. You dig? That ain't no party though. You dig? This is a fire alarm. And if you just listen to them suits on the fucking TV, you about to walk right off a cliff, fam. Straight the fuck up. Give me a few minutes of your time. Your man Chuck Bloomberg over here about to pull the curtain back on this whole fucking thing. Show you 3 cracks in the foundation that these cats ain't talking about. Nah, this ain't no conspiracy talk. Don't get it twisted. None of that. We talking cold, hard numbers. The kind of math they don't want you to see. So don't go nowhere, because what I'm about to drop is that real information, the stuff you need to keep your pockets safe. Real talk. Let's just keep it 100. You feel it, right? That little voice in your gut telling you something ain't right. You see the S&P 500 going stupid, but your grocery bill looking like a phone number and people sweating about their gigs. This ain't just you tripping. That's a real deal. Dangerous gap between their paper money world and the concrete jungle that you and I live within. This ain't no yous versus them slogan. This is the game right now. They, the big banks, the fast talkers on the screen, they get paid to keep the music playing, even if the whole club is on fucking fire. They control the story, flashing them big, shiny numbers at you. They do this purposely. But a number on a screen ain't the streets. You dig? Just because a few monster companies are doing good, don't mean the whole damn block is eaten. That's like saying the whole forest is healthy because a couple of trees on steroids are touching the fucking sky while the dirt is poison and everything else is dying slow. So why they sipping bubbly? We about to get our hands dirty. We about to look at that soil, crack, and check these cracks. One by one. You dig? Alright. Crack number 1. This one's a monster. That tastes good. The real economy, the engine of the whole damn thing, is coughing and spitting while the stock market's doing donuts. First up, jobs. The main number they show you looks fine, but that's a mirage. I've already talked about this if you watch my previous videos. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, other known as the BLS, just had to backtrack, saying they were off by 911,000 jobs. Whoops! Job growth in August was just 22,000. That ain't a hot market. That's a fucking ice bath. And peep this. The good full-time jobs are ghosts, phantom jobs, like I said. And it's all these part-time gigs now. You got 4.7 million people stuck with part-time work when they need that full-time money, that paper, you dig? That ain't a strong economy. That's a hustle gone fucking wrong. Second, the people spending the money, the American consumer, their pockets are empty. We talking 1.21 trillion dollars in credit card debt alone. Trillion with a T. You dig? And folks, they can't pay that back. For people with the least money, 20.1% of their credit card debt is over 90 days delinquent or late. Damn. No wonder everybody feeling salty these fucking days, huh? That University of Michigan's consumer sentiment thing tumbled in August of this year because people seeing prices go up and jobs getting shaky. People are hurting, and buying big stuff is the hardest it's been in at least a year, at least. And finally, you got the red flashing recession. Look at the big indicators, the ones that warn you first. Total construction spending, for instance, saw a 2.8% drop in July of this year compared to last year. That's a bad look. The foundation's weak. Know what I'm saying? Crack number 2. And crack number 2, this one ain't on the streets. It's inside the casino itself. The sign looks good on the outside, but the guts are fucking rotten, fam. They ain't no real party, or this ain't a real party, or they ain't partying. It's a house of cards built on a couple of big fucking names. The most obvious sign in the concentration, the whole S&P 500 ain't moving up. It's like 10 companies dragging the other 490 along for the ride. Them top 10 make up almost 38% of the whole damn thing as of mid 2025. And it's probably closer to 40. That's crazier than the dot-com bubble. And I've said this in previous videos because it was more like 27% back then. That means your diversified fund is really just a fat bet on a few tech giants. If one of them trips, the whole fucking building falls. And while y'all chasing the high, the smart money, the insiders, they're ghosting. They're straight up ghosting. The cats who run the companies are selling way more stock than they are buying. That insider buy sell ratio is down to a weak 0.28 in early September of this year, which we are in right now. They fucking know something. At the same damn time, people are running to safety. Gold is going berserk, hitting over 3,600 an ounce. That ain't a coincidence. Big money buys gold when they're scared. So when you see the insiders selling stocks and everyone buying up gold, that's a signal, man. They ain't celebrating. They batten down the hatches for a storm. And it might be too late. And the last crack, you dig? This is the scariest one. And these are the 3 main cracks because I do have other things I want to say after this. But this is about the dudes who are supposed to come save the day. The safety net, excuse me, the safety net's got holes in them, eh? The Federal Reserve, they're stuck, trapped in a box for years. Everybody just figured the Fed would jump in and save them. The Fed put, I guess you could call it. But they can't. Not really. Inflation, yeah, it's down, but it's sticky. It's popped back up to 2.9% in August. And that core inflation is a stubborn 3.1%. So the Fed's got no good moves. If they cut interest rates to save the economy, inflation goes wild again and cooks the little guy. If they keep rates high to fight inflation, they might just snap the economy's back and start a recession anyways if we're not already fucking in one. They walk in a tightrope over an alligator pit. Straight up. And this whole market party, it ain't even real. It's floating on a sea of cheap money, what they call liquidity. We talking a wild $183 trillion of it worldwide. That ain't a healthy market. That's a market on something cheap. The problem is what happens when that sugar rush is over. The whole thing is addicted. The age of easy money. I go back to that again. That ain't a frustration of rock, homie. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. It's been a long day. That's not a foundation of rock, homie. It's a foundation of quicksand that you're getting stuck in. So there it is, all right? The three cracks. But there's more than three. Those are just the three main ones. The cracks in the whole damn thing you ain't gonna hear on the 6 o'clock news, but now you see them. The real world being divorced from the market, the rotten guts of the rally, and the emergency brake is broken. So I gotta ask you, what you think is the biggest risk the market is sleeping on right now? Drop your comments. Your boy Chuck Bloomberg reads all of them, every single one. Now, again, I just showed you, but that's the story. The S&P 500 sitting at the top of the world, but it's looking like a major magic trick. A beautiful distraction to keep you from seeing the stage is about to collapse. We saw the real world is hurting with a weak job market and people drowning in debt. We saw the market is rotten on the inside with just a few big dogs doing the work and the smart money bailing out. And we saw the so-called saviors, the Federal Reserve and all that cheap money, are stuck with no ammo. They have no bullets for their machine gun, but they got something that sounds like a machine gun. It's called a money printer. You dig? This ain't me just talking trash and being negative. And look, this ain't financial advice either, fam. Straight the fuck up. So don't take it that way. This is me telling you to wake up and see the game for what it is. Look past them shiny headlines. While everybody else is watching the puppets dance, you got the real numbers now. You can see the puppet master's hands are shaking. The question ain't if the rally is real. The number on the screen is not, the numbers on the screen. Sorry, the numbers on the screen are real. The question is if the ground is built that it's everything is built on is real. Okay, the foundation and the data says the ground is shakier than ever. It's like an earthquake's coming. If you want to keep getting this real talk behind the numbers, go ahead, subscribe, like, hit the bell, tell your friends, and then check this next video because we got more puzzle pieces that they don't want you to have. Stay dangerous, stay ready, stay protected. It's your boy Bloomberg, Chuck Bloomberg. And again, just always never forget, I don't fucking ask why. I quit asking why a long time ago. I ask, why the fuck not? Again, I made something out of nothing. Thanks for fucking nothing. Link to the Discord community will be in the description below, as well as on the YouTube profile and our Twitter profile to become a part of the Discord community and get all of the real deal data that we drop and stuff. You have to fill out an application, of course. For that application to be accepted, you have to show that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. at the very least, and the Twitter account by taking a screenshot and then sending in, doing your application through Discord, and then you can put the screenshot there. If you can't prove it, then you ain't getting in. And it's only going to be free for so much longer because we're about to take it to Patreon. And then the only way you will have access to it is to pay through Patreon. So I advise you to do this now. Anyway, that's all I got. See you on the next one. Boomberg out.
Boomberg on the track.